Yo, 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 this is Lakira Patton, and this is episode 39 of In the Dough.
Let's get to it. So we got the Hollow Room in the building. First, I want to thank y'all for coming on. And before we get into the movie, I just want to go into y'all introducing yourself and then just telling us about your role, and we'll go from there.
Awesome. My name is Shawn Jackson, Shauna Schwandra, aka Zen and Paper Girl, and I made my directorial debut on The Hollow Room. It's a movie that is the director of photography, also my business partner, Tony Tigga Patterson, wrote and also did the cinematography. And this is our second project together. And it was amazing. The fact that we got to do what we love in the city of Houston, Texas, is amazing. Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize there's talent. This guy. There's talent in Houston and there's opportunity in Houston. And so it was great.
As far as the process, how long did it take y'all to do the movie? I'm talking about from the very beginning, who thought about the movie?
Oh, you're talking about super beginning stages.
Super beginning stages. Thought process to actually getting it done.
Tony has a very creative mind, and I'm a great writer and good in, on the spot. And so he's just like, hey, here's this idea, and what do you think? And we were finishing up another film. We were literally in the middle of production of A Gypsy and a Quarter, which is our first film together. And I wear a lot of hats. Yeah. And so I didn't have the headspace. I wrote the first movie, and this movie Tony actually wrote. And I co-wrote it. Yeah. And so I kind of came in after the foundation was laid, and I added the color. Yeah, I would say I added the color. So I came up with some pretty cool characters to play off of John's character, and Lakira, who knew you guys, and so she's amazing. And I would say it took us a lot less time than the first movie. I would say probably 9-10 months. Yeah, total.
Pretty good.
That's good. To do it from the writing, the auditioning, location scouting, and then practice, right? We had rehearsals and then dress rehearsals and fittings, and then we got to the filming, and we actually condensed this one down, and we filmed the bulk of the movie in a 1 week period. Wow. And then we just had some smaller scenes that we did around town at different times. Yeah.
That's what's up. So what's the Hollow Room about?
The Hollow Room is about a family who experiences a tragic loss of a loved one. Okay. And ironically, the character that John plays is a psychologist, and he himself begins to have a psychotic break and is trying to also solve another mystery of a stream of murders that's happening in the city, along with also trying to figure out his own complexities within his marriage and his own life. And so this movie is gonna break some people.
So it's not a horror movie.
No, it's a thriller. Okay, so it's a thriller and a mystery. And John give us a little. John give us a little skin, ladies. Okay, John, in the movie. So, but I'll let him tell a little bit more about that. But
I got you. You got John Wick over here. But John, just tell us about your role. Just introduce yourself. Tell us about your role in the movie.
John St. Joseph. The role I played, Dr. David Mercer. Yeah, and I think originally y'all didn't even have me in for that one. No. So they really kind of brought this whole thing together. She was instrumental on that. My role as like we're saying, I'm a psychologist, and it's Olga and I. We're the two leads, and we I'm afraid to give too much away,
Yeah,
but
don't give too much.
I know.
Okay.
I'm dancing around it. We'll get there.
It's hard.
And I'm a husband and a doctor. So as I'm kind of like discovering that there's this string of murders that I'm kind of looking into that I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be looking into, at the exact same time, I'm getting so lost in my work that there's some distance that's starting to grow between my wife and I.
Okay.
And as things start to progress, that's where things get a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and then they just threw in that scene with the shower scene. That was on the spot thing.
It was all me.
Yeah.
I knew it. That's why they brought me on. Tony's laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, but it was a great experience, and I think some of the stuff that Sean's alluding to, you know, and we'll dive into it further. But I think a lot of that was brought out. You know, that's I think the benefit of when we're condensing the shooting. It's where you're able to make those adjustments and things on the fly. You're able to read it, and then Shauna is a genius for being able to pull out from us as the talent of how to communicate with us to get what's needed. And there's a balancing act there that only she could really pull off.
Yeah.
I got you.
And then of course Tony. I mean, you know, I was going back and forth between them. I wasn't doing that on purpose, by the way. So there were times where they're juggling so much. So I would have a question, and so I would like, all right, well, I'll just go ask Tony, and then we go off and start shooting. And I didn't realize that we were starting to pull away on some of that stuff. But it moves fast, man.
I got you.
Yeah.
John was on our first production together, which was The Gypsy in the Quarter, and he also auditioned for the lead role, and the role, it was also a David. That was one of the role, not the lead role, but one of the major roles, supporting roles. And he didn't quite fit that person, and so he ended up being the bartender. And Tony immediately thought about John for this character, this lead. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, that's testament to both of y'all. I remember that it was Gypsy in the Quarter is what she's referring to, that first project. And I thought Tony was just trying to boost me up. So I went in to read for the lead. There was no, like, I was not at all fit for that first spot. And then y'all like, okay, well, you need to read for Devontae.
It was Devontae.
That was it. You guys, I
was
never,
the role.
but after it was done, I mean, both of y'all, but especially Tony.
He did it though.
And I got called Devontae. I'm still called Devontae.
I was still about to say, John, can I call you Devontae?
You can call me Devontae. I will respond to it.
Oh my God.
It's still out. But Tony, I remember Tony pulling me aside, and I just kept kind of brushing it off but he kept pulling me aside and just saying like, hey, you know, I believe in you. Like, those were his words. Like, hey, like, you know, you need to stick at it. Like, I'm gonna find something for us. I'm like, hey, I appreciate it, but I thought he was boosting me up. But like from day one, both of them were kind of building me up.
Was. What's funny is that I'm a pretty honest person in regards to creatives. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit you. So he immediately was like, he can do this. I was like, he can't do this. He was like, he can do this. And I wanted him to read, but just not for this particular character. Then he comes and reads. Tony says, oh, I don't know. And I was like, what? He's David. And then like we completely switched, you know? And so in rehearsals, I had to end up like convincing Tony, like, you know, the thing about acting, the one thing that the technology has given us is we have the ability to become virtual, right? And so one of the things that I really wanted to fight for is to give these actors a real Hollywood experience. I was, you know, Texas, you know, like I was born here, but I was raised in LA, right?
Okay.
Houston made me, LA raised me. That's how I say. And I wanted to bring a real Hollywood experience all the way through, from auditioning in person and being able to rehearse. But we're all working people. This is an independent movie that we produced and financed on our own. And we all had lives. And I didn't, as an actor myself, I didn't want to put our cast in a position where they were having to limit the money that they were making for their lives. And so virtual was great because we got to do all of this virtual rehearsing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But at some point, you have to put motion to the words. And so I would have to tell Tony, like, he's like, oh, I just don't think everybody's getting there. And I'm like, once they're standing and they're moving through the script and they're saying the words with motion, it's going to change. And boy, let me tell y'all, he knocked it out of the park.
Man.
Yes.
We all did though.
Yeah.
Like everybody's it, and that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. And we're talking about the finals, how everybody kind of rises.
Yeah,
to the
they
occasion.
came together.
Right.
Yeah.
It was. I'm going to be talking about the Knicks a lot. I'm sorry. There's all these references.
We
Are
can tell
gonna
by the shirt.
Yeah.
I earned it. But that's what I think, because it was everybody came together and everybody rose. That we couldn't, if you didn't have Shauna and Tony and just the chemistry that you had between everybody coming together, I don't know that it comes out the same.
No, and that's one of the things I always tried to stay true to, that, you know, even though Tony and I have our independent companies, Zen and Paper Girl, he has People of Color Films. People of Color Films is the production company that is housing both of our projects. And I wanted to stay true to that. And so one of the things that I love is not only the diversity that we have behind the camera, meaning you have a woman director and you have a male cinematographer and writers, but our actual cast is diverse. Like, you know, like Middle Eastern and Eastern European and African and American.
Nice.
And then you have the different regions just within the Americas, right? That we're all from, and all of those, and I mean intelligent, smart, professional, degree holding actors.
Right, yeah.
We have engineers, scientists, investment brokers. Like it's kind of amazing. Like Larry's not here. But he is a comedian. He does Nigerian comedy, but then just comedy in general. And he got a call. He got a call back, and he's in Atlanta today, so he can't be here.
Yeah.
But I think we had like 3 Nigerian background and Middle East. Like it's just an amazing.
And Daniel's Ghanaian, I want to say.
Yeah. And so it's been it just all of that diversity and all of that talent coming together in like one space collectively, in a place where we don't have millions of dollars or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, like, can I say?
Yeah.
Like this guy calls me and he's like, "Hey, don't pay me."
What?
The real one.
What?
Yeah.
Houston,
Yeah.
did you hear it?
Yeah.
But and thank you for hearing me out too, because remember, like, and that was the other thing I didn't want to. But when we had issues with wardrobe, wasn't it the exact same? Everything came together the way it needed to come together.
Yeah, I mean, he just like, I called Tony and I was like, he's literally telling us to take his salary and give it to the other actors or put it into the production. Like,
That's what's
what?
Man, that's what's up.
Like, that was, and not only was John good at that, but he was just a great lead.
Yeah.
He was what you want in your lead. He led his cast. He set the example. He set the bar.
Making me blush.
But it's the truth. He's so cute and he blushes. Mind you, we're both married.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Yeah.
it's not like that.
Calm
He is
down.
just
Yeah.
y'all. He is sugar. Okay, like I can't tell you. Like so,
Okay,
but
Devontae.
Yeah.
Devontae, you know.
And that's what I mean. See, like
man.
that, like that's how she knows how to get through it. Because
Yeah.
like I'm not playing it cool. Like I'm all like shy.
Yeah.
But that's the only person who could bring that out.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's what I mean. Like the stars really had to align for this kind of thing
Yeah.
to come out the way it did.
Had to be great team players.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then now the cast is close to each other as well. Him and Larry are like genuinely. They both had babies around the same
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
and
That's right.
They're genuinely friends. Tony and I have grandbabies 6 months apart now, and you know,
They're
like our
literally like
cast
family.
have become Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Like you couldn't plan that out better.
yeah.
I think that's so cool. So
Yeah, that's great.
I know you said it took you about 9 to 10 months to make the movie all together, just from start to finish. Like, how did you guys maneuver through those hardships of, because you said everybody got their own lives. It's virtual. I know some people can't get on virtual because they doing this, can't get in person because they doing that. So how did you guys just maneuver through that whole thing between the last weeks of actually like, okay, we have to do this. We got to get in here. We got to put motion to it.
Yeah.
Can I take that one?
Yeah,
come on,
Because
come on,
I
Devontae.
think I know where you're going. I want to jump in on that one because I was like resistant. The way they did it, they had everything, which is important to me. One of the things to where I wanted to circle back up to this before I answer that question.
Okay.
One of the things that this was like a no questions asked. Like, yes, I'm in. When y'all reached out about it, the professionalism, and she just alluded to it, but there's a lot of productions. Texas is making its own way in this kind of thing. If they weren't as professional as they were for Gypsy, I may not have responded in the first place. So it was important to them, but to all of us, that everything was scheduled out, and they both had the whole thing mapped out. And one of the things was, which I was resistant to, which is why I wanted to jump in, was we had Zooms. I think it was between 1 and 3 Zooms every single week for how many weeks going in?
9 weeks.
About 9 weeks. And part of that was we needed to kind of build a chemistry, but also instill confidence in them that we were on top of things.
Right.
Now, I was resistant because I'm doing the same scenes over, and not everybody can get on everything. But there's a certain thing they need to kind of depend on us. And so what I came to realize when we finally got into the first weekend of shooting, it's like everything kind of came down to the wire. There were certain things that fell into place, and if it weren't for all of those weeks of all those damn Zooms,
The repetitiveness.
Yes.
Yeah.
We needed
comes
that.
in handy.
It came in to the final minute. It came literally the final minutes. It all kind of came together. It's just kind of crazy.
Because now at this point, it's just like a second nature. Like, okay,
And
I
that
know
was
what
the
to
point,
do. Yeah.
right? When you don't have money, and your time is valuable. And I tell this in my professional life and in my creative life, that my time is the most valuable thing. There's nothing else that you can give that's more valuable than your time. And
Right.
their time was important to me. And so when we came down to shooting, I don't got time for 16 takes. I need you to get it on the first take.
No,
For real.
facts.
And it was great because Tony would turn around and be like, so that's it? Like,
Yeah.
like we just went straight, like, that's it. Like, these
got
were
it. Yeah.
maybe 3
One take
takes.
wonders.
Maybe 3 takes, and we would be done with the scene. And the
great.
only way we were able to do that is because he was probably dreaming about these lines.
Yeah.
He had said them so many times.
I mean, that's funny you mentioned that, because even this week I was having dreams that we were on set on the boardwalk or the dock or whatever.
Yeah.
It gets into your. That's what it becomes.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it gets into your
automatic,
cells.
yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask, is it like any action in this movie where like people have to do like some stunts in this movie?
Well, I think Key's probably the only person
Yeah,
that kind of did. She had to drown, so yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You got in there.
I got in there with her. Yes, I
got in the
did.
water?
It was like Jaws 3.
Yeah, I got in the lake
Yeah, the
with
lake.
her to make her feel more comfortable. To get that was just a great thing. They gave me shit
Yeah.
because I had to get in a bathing suit and walk across in there, and then now I just hear all these coos and caws. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, shut up! I'm working with the baby,
Yeah.
you know, in the water with her. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I guess I did a little. I had to do some stunts.
Yeah, she does
I
her own
had to do
stunts.
So you do your
directing
own
in the
stunts.
water.
You really wear many hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, for
Yes.
real.
Oh my God, Red, you have no idea.
Like, how do y'all prepare for that? How do y'all like mentally prepare to get ready for y'all role?
You know, it's funny because I have a little small bit part because I had an actor that fell out, and so I had to do the part. And for our first film, same thing happened. I couldn't fill the role, so I ended up being in that part. But I had more time to prepare. This one, I only had 24 hours to prepare, and I'm supposed to be wearing a director hat, right? And so Tony's like, we're getting ready to set up for the shot, and he's like, where you want the people? Like, Shauna, like, where you want the people? I did not hear him. And finally he goes, Shauna. And I was like, huh? He's like, where are you? And I was like, in this character. Like, he was like, I have never seen you like do that before, but it's like a switch. You have to go into that moment. And I think it's just I always say it's all balls out. Right. So if you can't give 100%, then, you know, it's pointless. You got to go all balls out. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Love that. You guys are amazing. Like, I just want to let y'all know that this is really a big deal. No matter how small you think it is, just because it's not $1 million production doesn't mean it's
Thank you, man.
not a big deal.
Touche.
I don't know too many people that are doing directing, acting, doing anything in a movie. So, congrats to you guys.
Thank
you.
And I can't
Thanks.
wait to tune in.
Can't wait to
Thank
see it either.
you.
Yeah, when will the movie be coming out?
It's scheduled for what, July 30th,
July
right?
30th.
Tubi?
Okay.
On Tubi officially.
Okay.
On Tubi. Yeah, check us out.
Are you guys having like a watch party or anything together?
It is still in the works because my partner just likes to serial film movies. So
Okay.
we are already starting a new production.
Oh,
Dang,
you guys
okay.
are quick on the draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, a little too quick.
Yeah, too quick. Hey, nah, let's celebrate this one first.
But
you know what I'm saying?
it's in the talks.
Okay. Well, if you guys do any watch parties,
Yeah.
please invite
Let us know.
Literally
In the dough,
dough.
we'll be
Let's
there.
go. Hey.
We in the dough.
Literally
Yes.
in the dough.
In the dough.
Invite
Yes.
us,
Yeah.
please. So we
Yeah.
could do a little sit down and talk some more after we watch
Yes,
it.
absolutely.
All right. Oh, I
Thank
like
you
that.
guys so
Little
much for
film
having us.
Yeah.
Check out POCF on all platforms, People of Color Film, all platforms, and in Paper Girl.
Yep. Make sure y'all check in, man.
Yes,
The Holler Room.
please. July 30th.
July 30th.
July 30th. All right.
How y'all doing today?
How y'all doing?
First of all, did this role make you weary of going to the therapist? Because when I saw what this was about, I was just thinking of playing a role like that. Did you do you still go to the therapist?
Well, thank you for having us here. This is great. Weary of going to the therapist. No, I was going to say in a way yes and no. We love therapists. They're great. I think everyone should go to the therapist. I think for me, it was more like how you can get in your own head. And I think we all have that inner saboteur in us. Well, maybe not you, Key. I think you're just a shining star. But you can have that inner saboteur of, am I good enough? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? And I think that's something that our characters deal with, of not knowing what to do, especially with grief, which I think everyone can relate to.
Facts. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, how did y'all land this role, or how did this come about? This movie.
So I'll go first on this one. So my mom gave me an audition.
Okay.
She kind of helps me with getting some of the roles along with my agent. I was really nervous, so I came in and I kind of just talked around more than I did anything else. I was really excited for it. And I was also really excited when I got the role. I got like...
Did you know what you was going to be doing?
Yes, I knew I was going to play a little girl, and I kept on forgetting her name. But I was really excited that evening when I found out about it, and I was like, yee,
Nice.
another movie. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Talk about like shooting the movie. How was that?
Oh, yeah, that
behind
was...
the scenes.
Yeah, that was really fun. My favorite thing we did was, because me and my mom had to drive out, I'm not sure exactly where, but to this place, like really early in the morning. It was this beautiful house, and we were going to be shooting the part of the film that was there later, but it was really nice to see the sunrise. Yeah.
Nice.
What do you do to prepare to get into character?
Well, I kind of go over the lines, remember like all the lines and stuff, and then I start adding different emotions and seeing what the character's feeling and what's going to happen next and how one thing causes another thing. And yeah.
And do you find yourself improvising a lot? What kind of scenes do you do whenever you do this kind of scene? Is it more of like you're encouraged to come up with things on your own a little bit, or you're mostly...
It depends, because sometimes it's like an improv and I have to improv, and sometimes it's not, but then I like add a little gesture or a little or a little quick phrase.
Yeah, you're making it your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like that,
Well,
yeah.
tell us about your acting background, because she seems like very prepared for all of this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I told you she's a star.
Well, my acting background is I started homeschooling, and then after I started homeschooling, like a few months later, my mom got me into this acting class, and I did it for about like 3 weeks, and then there was this showcase, And that's how I got my, my agents. And that's the start. And then, well, I started little by little doing small things, small short films and stuff. But then I got this first movie. It's about to come out, called Dust. And then maybe a few months after, I did the audition for the Hollow Room, and I got it.
Nice.
And yeah.
Okay. So, do you see yourself doing anything after this? You got anything planned after this?
Yes, I actually have another movie coming up called The Let Go. Well, I haven't done that one yet, but I'm getting ready for it.
Nice.
And it's a very interesting plot, actually, and I'm really excited for it. So I have another thing that I have. Another gig.
And so whenever you're playing this character, is it similar to your own personality, or do you have to kind of go off into another realm whenever you're going into character?
I'd say it's pretty similar to my personality. I like to swim. I'm very playful. I have a lot of imagination, and yeah.
And what
That's
kind
awesome.
of character do you want to play next?
Well, I want to get a big part. That's the one thing I know.
Always a goal.
Actor's dream.
Yeah. And you stay at
Yeah,
it.
it's
Anything
okay.
possible.
You're young. You're getting there. You have a lot of
facts.
time.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
I
not
mean,
quite sure
direction-
yet what I'm gonna.
Direction you going now? You know.
Have a whole life ahead of you, and you seem to have it. You look like a natural.
Nice. So what is your background? You got a acting background?
Yeah,
History?
always wanted to be an actress, but I kind of kept it hid because
You shy?
a little bit, yes.
Camera shy. That's me. That's me. Camera shy.
You're doing great. For camera shy.
Much practice, you know.
Yeah, I have my mother she's a very traditional Mexican mother where she's like, you got to get a job and do something, go into a stable career. So I kind of kept it hid, and I did it in school. And then I went into college, and I said, I can't live without it. So I switched career paths and got with my agency and kind of just kept going from there. And then the more that I booked, the more confidence that I got. And I said, okay, this is for me. Even when we do have that inner saboteur or those days where it's like, oh, I don't know, stuff. You know, when you're on camera and stuff, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
You're not feeling 100%. You're not there.
Yeah. She's still got a long time to go.
Yeah.
But
But every little win, it's a big win for this
facts.
career path.
Facts. So how was it filming this?
This was great. Honestly, the team is amazing. Having John, which I know he was here too. Him and I did most of my stuff with him, and then a little bit with Key, a little bit with a couple of people, but it was mostly with him and just building that. You know, I'm not a parent yet, but having to have that relationship, and I feel like we created a safe environment where you could just play and play in a room where this isn't a happy-go-lucky story, but we're just getting emotionally vulnerable with each other and having that confidence in each other that, oh, he can go there and I can go there with him.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. So what kind of challenges have you faced going through this kind of lifestyle, preparing for roles, or what kind of challenges have you faced?
I think it's honestly how quickly things turn around when you're a working actor or just a working artist. You know, we live in a world where you have to like pay for everything.
Highway robbery.
Yeah, but and then you get to places like this, like sets like this, like the Hollow Room, where you get there, and honestly, it makes everything so worth it. It's like I can go to my 9-to-5 job and do that if I can come here and just play with these people who are like-minded, and honestly are just rooting for you, and they're rooting to tell a really great story.
So, out of this whole movie, what is your favorite scene and why?
I think
for you, I'm gonna ask you the same thing.
Yeah.
But,
I think the scene that keeps coming up, without giving too much away, because I want people to see the movie and enjoy it, you know.
A little sneak peek.
Yeah. I think I'm also not married yet, and it's coming. But there's this scene where John, who is married, we were talking about that, like how to build that relationship with each other, and John's character, he is dealing. We're both dealing with grief, but we're dealing with it in different ways. Yeah. And there's this moment where we kind of come together, eye to eye, face to face, and just having that wife and husband of I'm here for you, which is what I feel like all matrimony should be, which is like, I'm here, we're holding each other, and sometimes you don't know how you're gonna go through it, but you go through it together. Yeah.
Anything for you coming up?
Anything for me? I'm currently filming something else, which is also, it's really fun. It's very different from this. However, it's another Grace. I'm named Grace in the hollow room. It's another Grace, which it was a coincidence, which was fun. But yeah, I can't really talk too much about it, but it's fun. It's like another heartbreaking story, but it's a feel good heartbreak. And I hope to be able to speak about it more.
Be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout. Mm-hmm. All right, so back to that question for you. Yeah. So, favorite scene from filming this movie?
My favorite scene, honestly, is the scene where I'm in the water. And the hard part about it is I'm a good swimmer, and in this scene, I'm supposed to act like I'm not a good swimmer. That was a little bit difficult for me. Yeah, we didn't actually shoot it in the same place that we shot the first part of it, but it was supposed to look like it was the same place, but it was really, really fun. And actually, I think I saw fish in the water.
Fish, I'm dead. Well, so out of casting all this or shooting all this, what is y'all favorite part of behind the scenes? Probably not from the movie, but you know.
For me, my
like
favorite,
a funny moment or something memorable.
Yeah, I think it was, honestly, I'm gonna go all the way back to the audition process, only because I remember when you're acting, you're in the industry, you do a lot of auditions back to back to back to back. What I really loved about this audition process was not only how efficient it was, which I know it's like, it sounds like, oh, okay, no, but seriously, some auditions, they're just crazy, difficult. Yeah. How efficient it was, and that it was live, because I feel there's a different essence. You get to feel people's energies and stuff like that. And I love that we got to be paired in different pairings, and seeing the people around that are in the community that, I mean, we're from Houston. So seeing all the Houston actors and saying, wow, like there's talent here. Yeah. And yeah, I think that was really fun for me.
Okay. Talk about the underground Houston film scene. How is that like doing that?
Yeah. Honestly, with that, I feel like everybody,
it's a big city.
Yeah, it is. But when you get into, and I say artists because you get to know someone and they introduce you to someone else and to someone else, and it just goes like that. But working with this cast and this group, it really does, like, I feel like John, the movie that I'm working on right now, Secrets Woman Keep, John sent me that audition. He said, oh, I see this, and I think you could do that. And I send him stuff too, and we keep up with our cast and our crew as best as we can.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's just, I think the friendliness that we bring and that Southern charm. Yeah.
Okay.
So, whenever you're playing your roles, I meant to ask you, whenever you're turning off your character, is it hard to turn off the character with such a hard-hitting story? You know, like, I know when I read a book, sometimes it kind of carries with me over. I'm like, oh, man, I feel like I'm in it. Does that happen to you whenever you're playing this kind of roles?
Well, I'm not method, but it does. I think every role you take something, a little something, you learn something from your characters. And I feel like from Grace is very troubled, and I think she's feeling down and trying to go through her grief. And from her, I took that you could just level down and see the other person and just be with them. And I think that's what I took from me in my day-to-day life of, oh, okay, yeah, we're all kind of going through something, and you should be present for them and for you if you want to build those connections.
And that's amazing to hear you, like, excuse me, learning from different things you've experienced through acting. What is the biggest lesson you've learned through acting, actually?
The biggest lesson I've learned through acting, I think I'm going to take it back to John. I'm going to go a little bit further back, actually. A thing that we had was during our rehearsal process, also in person, which is great because you get to build that connection and community. It was the one thing that what we had to have was lines. It was like, come in with lines, we'll work on it. And I think that's a really good base, because everyone's always saying, oh, like it must be hard to memorize those lines. And it's like, it's the base, the groundwork of it. And then going with John, we would do it line perfect. And then it was like, okay, let's do it again. And just like add a little bit of yourself. And John really went there, and it allowed me to go there, honestly.
You're very mature for your age.
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, episode 39 and the dough.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Got my family in the house. I'm glad to have y'all on. I want to appreciate both of y'all for coming on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so before we go into the movie, I'm going to just, I want y'all to introduce yourself, you know what I'm saying, tell the world who y'all are, and then just tell us your role that y'all going to be doing in the movie.
Okay, well, my name is Lakira Patton, and I played the mail lady in the movie. Okay. And the mail lady is something else. She comes with a lot of energy. She's messy, and all of the good stuff that the mail lady does that everybody loves about the mail lady, if that makes sense. So in my role, everybody look forward to seeing the mail lady because the mail lady is going to have all the tea. She wants to know like people business, and sometimes she carries bones of other people's business that she put out there that she shouldn't do. But yeah, so the mail lady is more of the comedy relief, I would say, in the film. And so I had a really, really good time playing that role, despite the technical difficulties, because I was actually 150 pounds heavier. So my health wasn't that great when I did the movie. But I pushed through, and my cast, the team, the production just made me feel comfortable, and we just made it happen. You know what I mean? So as y'all can see, I may not look like the same person when y'all watch the film because I have lost over 150 pounds. So I definitely had to get my health back together. So that was a blessing.
I got you. So is your role similar to what's the movie name with the Wayans brothers? You remember Don't Be a Menace? Like you talk a package. Is it similar to that?
Yeah, somewhat. But of course, you know, I bring my comedy flavor to it, just my personality to the role. And so, you know, you just have to tune in, make sure y'all tune in when it comes out. It's definitely going to be a hot commodity. It's going to be a really dope film. So
we're definitely going to tune in.
For sure.
Yes, sir. So tell us who you are and then tell us about your role.
Hi, y'all. I'm Ariana Walker. I'm playing the role of Eliza Nash. She's basically, she's haunting. She's classy. She's something that's just going to be in the back of your head at the end of the entire movie that just lingers with you. I will definitely say, like, this is probably one of the more challenging roles I've had, because she has to be so many different things at once while still like being like almost like an eye of a storm. She's very calm, but there's like chaos behind her, which is something that I definitely really leaned into and, learned a lot from with Tony and Shauna directing me on set. So I will definitely say that she's something that follows you. My energy is always there, like throughout the entire movie, even when I'm like not on camera, because that's what Eliza brings to the movie.
Would you say it's one of the more complex characters?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And I would definitely say like that's the representation that I feel like a lot of movies need, especially when it comes to us as Black women, not only can we be loud, we can also be quiet and like still linger there. That's something I really loved about this character, something I really identified with. And I really hope to like lean more into that. And I hope that it inspires other girls out there, like basically a new character for them to relate to.
I was going to ask y'all, like mentally wise, how do y'all prepare for y'all role before actually going out there and do it?
For me, it's a lot of meditation. It's a lot of closing myself away from everything. Like I literally go in my room, light my sage, and just focus. I make sure that my dialogue is in a binder, like very organized, and I focus. No one cannot bother me. Do not knock on the door. When I'm in my zone, I'm in my zone, because you have to mentally take yourself where your character needs to be. You know what I mean? And you have to study your role before even, I would say you have to study in your mind, what is this character supposed to be like before you even really like get into the meat and the potatoes of the script per se. So what I do, I look at the script and then I mentally focus on what is this character supposed to be, and then I execute it. If that makes sense. So it's a mental thing. You definitely have to come out of yourself and transform into that character.
Definitely got to mentally prepare before you actually do it.
100%.
I got you.
Yes.
What's your
tell
strategy?
Yourself like, I'm not really a man woman.
I would say my main thing was kind of trying to balance everything that, like I said, because Eliza is such a complex individual. I think it's like I had to like bring in like childlike wonder into her character while also balancing like adult grief and seriousness and just like mixing that into one. It's very hard to do that, you know what I mean? Because like you have to be everything everywhere all at once, like all together. And I would say something that really helped me with like getting into touch with the character is thinking about like two different people, and you can ask like during production and like rehearsals and whatnot, my co-stars John and Olga, whenever they were rehearsing, because if you see them behind set, they're two different completely people. I would definitely say that John, he was like the seriousness that I try to derive from, and Olga, she was like that childlike wonder that just had like the sparkle to her. So whenever we were rehearsing, I would look at both of them and being like, how can I incorporate two different things into like one performance, you know what I mean? And they definitely helped me out with that, because like being so empathetic to like their energy and what they offer and having both of them there present in that moment, it definitely really helped me like get in touch with it. Because like, I could be serious, like, yeah, John, yeah, I get that, I understand. But with Olga, I'd be like, yeah, that's so much fun, girl. You're so silly. And then being with myself, it's like, I have these two amazing people here. I want to take basically a part of them with me. That's basically how I did it, feeding off of other people's energy.
Gotcha.
I was going to ask, like, within your individual roles, like how much of it, obviously you want to stick to the script and everything, but how much of it is like impromptu stuff that you're bringing to the table that's outside of the script, like spur of the moment type things, if there's any.
For me, mine was definitely, I improv'd a lot. Me and Sean actually improv'd on our scene, and it was hilarious. Like, I love improv because I started out in stage, and there's times where you have to improv. You may forget your line, and you have to keep it pushing because you're on stage in front of people. So you you can't stop and be like, uh-oh, I messed up. So you have to improv. So improv, I would say I improv maybe, I would say 85 to 90% of my role. So yeah.
Because your role is a little more based in the comedic aspect. So
yes,
you
I brought the because I brought the comedic relief, and so with that being said, I had lines, and I still followed the lines, but with the production, they really allowed me to just bring me and just improv in areas that I felt like the certain line needed a little more or some, so they really allowed me to play with this role, and that's what made it a lot of fun. So
I think Sean was talking about earlier, like how she brought some flavor into the movie. I guess your part is like one of those flavors.
I truly enjoy being the mail lady.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a small role, but for me, I feel like any role is a blessing, and any role is an opportunity for you. Even though it was a small role, I always look at all of my roles as a lead, so I bring so much to whatever role that I get. You know what I mean? So it was truly a blessing. I definitely had a very, very fun time with this role. So I did. Absolutely.
I was gonna ask, what in the shooting of this film, whether it's script reading, the walkthroughs, getting to know a different, cast member on a different level. What's your takeaways of like, or what's your best part of filming?
Ooh, my best part of filming, honestly, is getting to know the cast. Honestly, it starts there. Like I feel like we're a family now. Like we're talking about going to brunch and be a POC brunch or something like but getting to know the cast members and then feeding off of one another. Nice. You know what I mean? Just like she stated, she's like feeding off of each other and giving each other feedback and just having that family, culture. And that's what we truly have. I really feel like that in my soul. Nice. So my best part of filming is just really networking, getting to know the production team, the cast, and just, making it happen. Doing what doing what we have to do.
So speaking of, getting to know the cast on a different level, as you're in various scenes with them, you're learning new layers of that person that you didn't.
Absolutely.
So
100%.
I want to learn. I want to hear of any funny stories of that. Of just getting to know someone. Like you have anything funny that you can think of right off the top of your head?
Man, I would say Olga.
Oh God,
she's all the energy.
She was just the energy. Like she was telling us about all kinds of things. Like I can't remember off the top of my head, but I just know like anytime she would stand up and just start Olga-ing. Yes, I'm glued. Yeah. I'm like looking and laughing, and I mean, she brought that. I don't know. That girl was just hilarious. Olga was funny.
Yeah,
she would tell us a lot of stories about different things.
And she was just random.
She was just she was random. She was very random. And what's his name? What's his name? The one that's Olga was harassing. The cops was harassing him. What's his name? Oh, he's the other lead. He was another one. He's
John.
from. He's from Africa. No, I think he's from Africa. And remember when he start like talking, like he can talk like he's from America. Like I didn't even know he was from Africa. But it was like certain scenes, like he would start like talking in his African accent, and that was hilarious, man. Like crazy. He was. I can't remember his name.
Sean mentioned him earlier. She said he had to go to Atlanta.
So that's what I would say.
This is a little off topic, but
okay.
With celebrities or actresses and actors that have molded you, right? I want you to think of that when I ask you this question. If you could spend like a day, with one or two of your favorite actors or actresses that have molded you, you like what they're on-screen performances, what they, you know, who they are off camera, who would that one or two actors or actresses be?
For mine, and I was actually just telling a friend about this the other day. For my number one, I don't know why, but Keith David, I derive so much inspiration from him, not just like as a voice actor, but also as just like a regular actor. And a lot of people don't know, but he has like a lot of music. I would really love to spend like one day with him, not even just like working, because I would like to work on a project with him, but I would also, you meant like an actual celebrity, right?
No, actor or actress, like specific.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. But
Don't name Drewski or anything.
Okay, I was making sure. I was making, you didn't mean a co-star or anything like that. But yeah, I would like to spend one day just like asking him questions, because a lot of people don't know, but he actually has a lot of music that I've been recently listening to, and it's very inspirational. It's very driven, and I want to ask him like so many questions, because he's someone who's been in the industry for so long, and I feel like he's so underrated. I would like to ask him a lot of questions, see how he, as a black man, like the trials and tribulations that he's faced as someone who's such an exemplary actor, and see if there's anything that I can learn from that.
Yeah. Nice. What are we doing? This
Clock it. Clock it.
Okay, then bye. Okay, that's the Grinch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But no, I think for me, it would definitely be Angela Bassett, Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah.
Because I tend to want to be like on their level as far as like the drama side goes. And I would say they bring such fire to their roles, you know what I mean? But then they're still classy ladies, you know what I mean? They're not always in the blogs and mess, and just really top tier. So those will be my two. I love me some Angela Bassett and Taraji.
Yeah.
I study them all the time, but like, and that's like on the older OG side. But if I would say like more of a new age, I would say like Keke Palmer, and then an actress that I actually had the opportunity to work with in a movie called Squatters, which now she is blowing up, which is Dominique Perry. So I watch her a lot. I study her because she's doing a lot of great things right now, you know, So yeah,
nice. I studied a lot of Angela Bassett too. High school crush, you know.
it's cute.
Wrong reason.
I understand that.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man, what made y'all get into doing acting?
Well, for me, I started in high school. I was in theater arts most of my high school year, and I was like, dang, I could do this, you know what I'm saying? And then I just had a personality for it. So I started in 2009 on theater, and I was actually introduced to one of the ladies who was putting together like a play, and I was at work, and one lady came up and she was like, you know what, you're cute. Have you ever thought about acting? And I was like, well, I did in high school, and just kind of started that way. And then she was like, she took out a piece of paper, wrote an address down, slid it to me. She was like, can you be here today at 6? I was like, okay, sure, And so I ended up coming, and it was like an audition, and then I ended up getting a role as a supporting actress, I would say, for the play that we were in called it was called Me, You, and Your Wife, You Need to Choose. That was the name of the play. And went, auditioned, nailed it, and I actually played the wife. Yeah. So it was pretty cool, and it was been history ever since. So I went from theater to film. Yeah. So doing, small projects in Atlanta, in Dallas, just different cities, Austin. Yeah. I
remember being a kid, and I remember going to one of your plays when I was little. Yeah.
See. So so I've been doing it.
Yeah, she's been there a long time.
I've been doing it. So. So maybe Tony gonna be the next Tyler Perry of Houston, and then we just all gonna blow up,
Yeah, definitely. You gotta clock that.
Clock it.
Yeah. So about yours?
For me, it started when I was in junior high, so I would have been like 13-ish. I immediately fell in love. I honestly just loved everything about it. I loved the fun that I had on set, in theater. I loved singing. I loved dancing. And I've always been told that I kind of had like this bright personality that people see, not just like on stage, but like even like at work or on the street, no matter what it may be. I really love acting because I feel like it's everything that like one can do, you know, like you can sing, you can dance, you can pretend to be whoever you want to be. If you're like good enough at it, you can be someone strong, you can be someone passionate, you can be someone sad, you can be someone happy. It doesn't matter. Like it's very like it's so unconstrictive, and it allows so much creativity, especially like nowadays with like all the kind of movies that studios be putting out, like everything new, from horror, from rom-coms, all of it. Like there's just like you could literally play in whatever world you want to be. And I would definitely say that that's something that I love so much about acting. And I truly feel like I can like express every single part of myself and my personality, no matter what it may be. Like there's always something new that I'm finding within myself when I'm acting. That's why I love it so much. Like it's helping me discover who I am as a person and grow and, you know, find out what I like, what I don't like, what I can do, what I can't do. You know what I mean?
So I was going to ask, because your main shooting is in Houston, correct? Like, or East Texas. So what is it like shooting in Houston as compared to like the other markets, the LAs, Southern Californias, and New Yorks? Like, is Houston like big in that scene, in that independent movie, you know, space?
I wouldn't say that we're bigger than like LA, New York, but it's a big but. You know, Texas just received some credits. I think it's like either $1.3 million credits or something. And so I foresee Texas being the next Atlanta, the next California. It's coming. It's not quite here yet, but it is definitely coming. Yes. So, you know, we already have what's his name? What was I saying? Taylor Sheridan. Yep. He's here in Dallas. He just opened up a studio or a film studio here in Fort Worth. Yeah. And I heard that he's about to open up another big studio as well here. So Texas is definitely on the map, and I definitely foresee it being the next Atlanta and California and New York and all of those places for sure.
We're doing a TV show right now. Samuel Jackson doing a TV show.
Frisco King.
Right now.
Frisco King. I actually got some emails about that one. I definitely, you know, hey, they call me, I'm coming. I want to do Landman because Landman is out here. I definitely want to work on set of Landman, Frisco King. So yeah, so I've been eyeing it.
I know a lot of people that they got that call to be background scene Landman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a couple of $500.
I would do it. I would do it.
Be in the background scene
because a lot of times people tend to kind of like lowball background work, but background work is an opportunity to get a speaking role. You know what I mean? Like a producer can look at you and if you're taking background work seriously and you're being professional, they might look at you and say, you know what, come here, can you say this? And then that turns your whole career into, you know, a speaking role. And that's huge in the acting world to be able to have a speaking role for sure.
What's that movie in the 90s Jada Pinkett had? She was it's based in Houston.
Jason's Lyric.
Yeah.
Jason's Lyric. Yep.
Do you feel
I remember that
movie was like the start of that? The Houston becoming a
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Also.
For sure.
I'll say Houston is like the first city like in Texas to ever start something like that. And then I'll say Dallas and Austin came after that. Like y'all started the music. Y'all definitely started the music scene down south. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got Beyonce, Lizzo, Megan Thee Stallion.
All them.
Put it out there.
Just call that the big three.
That's our big three.
You said Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion,
and Lizzo.
Lizzo's from
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what's up.
Might as well just ask the Mount Rushmore of Houston artists.
No, matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that. Let's do y'all Mount Rushmore of 4 actors. Like the top 4 actors y'all got. Who is y'all top 4? All time.
Actors. Ooh, all times. Denzel have to be up there for sure.
Okay.
Sammy L have to be up there for sure. Morgan Freeman have to be up there for sure. But What do you think, sis?
I think it's only because my
Yes,
middle
Lord.
name is after her, Sinai Lathan. I
Absolutely.
really like her. Like, I feel like she's very underrated. She's just so soft, so
Yes,
feminine. I really love
yes.
her. She's good representation.
Yeah, so nice, cool. Yeah,
What's her name? Alfred.
Alfred Woodard.
Yes, her.
Yes,
I really like her
for
a lot
sure,
so much.
for sure.
Queen Latifah.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
I love
yep,
her.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
I know I have to give one more
Yeah, you too.
actor.
Yeah, one.
So I said Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's from Texas, right?
He is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Woody Harrelson is also from Texas. That's
Yeah.
his name, right? From Hunger Games. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Him too. I like him a
Yeah.
lot.
No, this is a great list.
Yeah.
That's a great list.
For the male side.
I'm gonna go Denzel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Jamie Foxx.
Boom.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm gonna go. Oh, damn, what's this guy's? I like Edward Norton a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Edward Norton, and then who's the fourth one? We'll get back to me on that one.
That's easy, right?
Yeah.
That's easy.
Who you gonna say?
Well, I'm gonna say mine right quick.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx, Martin Lawrence,
Yep.
Samuel Jackson,
Yep.
and my last one will be. It probably won't be on y'all list, but I'm gonna say Marlon Wayans.
Ah, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's because like the comedy that he gives off.
Absolutely.
In all the movies. I was gonna say Martin for your
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'll say Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fourth spot. Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
list. You know?
A little-
Yeah. That's a good list.
It had a little good list, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
But
Yep. So
back in the dough for episode 39. We got Sean back on the set. My kinfolk, you know what I'm saying? Representing Crockett, Texas. As always.
Crockett born, Houston raised.
Yeah, for real. So I want to ask y'all, is it gonna be Hollow Room Part 2 coming out later on?
I think this one was like a one hitter quitter.
Mm.
The Hollow Room, not much to go through on this one. Our first project there has long legs, so that could go many different places, which it is right now. But not for the Hollow Room. For the Hollow Room, that was it. That was the story.
One hit a quitter. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Never know. I thought it'd been like a scary movie or something or Friday. Coming
No,
back with movies, you
no,
know
but
what
it
I'm
was
saying?
fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It was
think what's
fun.
cool for me was the sets.
Mhm.
We had this gigantic house right off of the ocean in LaPorte that we filmed a part of it in. And then what was really special to me was a home that really close friends of mine in our friend group spend like every red, white, and blue vacation, I would say, because it's on the lake and it's a lake house. And so because this movie premieres a lake house, we needed a place that had water. And so our very last few scenes were filmed in a place that has so much memory and feeling for me. And so one, being able to share that with the cast and now share that with the world, they get to see my happy place. Like, so when you guys are watching this movie, just know that like that's where I go to like get my peace. Like,
Okay.
and I got to like put that in the movie.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
What's up?
And so did y'all talk about your scene yet?
Yeah, she did.
Y'all did?
Yeah, she
Oh,
did.
okay.
Yes,
She did.
Did you tell them that I like had to do that scene with you at the last minute?
Girl, you can elaborate.
So look, I'm just gonna say this lady is like, she was like first of all a big light and a joy and one reason that we get to be in the dough, right?
Exactly.
And so because of this moment, I'm like, I knew it was kismet, like when she came in, but she literally could have, I'm not kidding y'all, she could have played any of the roles. But when you're writing something, you have a specific person, the character has a personality and you have to kind of stay true to the personality. But we had this character for this male lady, and Boomerang is actually one of my favorite movies of like all time.
Yeah.
Boomerang.
And so that character was really influenced by the character Chris Rock plays as the male guy in Boomerang. And so, yeah, I don't know if you knew this.
Someone asked that.
Yeah, so
yeah.
And I wanted, I'm not a writer or a director that has that stick to the script feel. I kind of let the actor learn the role and learn the lines, and then I want them to kind of bring themselves into the character. So I was just like, hey, like, go with it, do whatever you think you feel in this moment. And let me tell y'all, it's like one of the best scenes. It's like one of the best scenes. She's so funny. And it just made it easy. Like every time you came on the set, I was happy. Like every time. No, but I'm not even BSing you.
Because you need that. You need
like
that.
she
Thank
was like
you.
the little, like she would come in every time and everybody would be like, hey, like she like came with the energy. So
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah,
You did.
and I asked her earlier. I was like, "Is your role similar to like what the Wayne brothers did off from Don't Be a Menace?" Came in, it came a message, a package, or you know what I'm saying. So I was like,
yeah,
similar to that.
it is. It's like that kind of comedy, and and like she's like singing and just cutting up. Like she is cutting up. Like I literally had to catch myself in the scene because you almost made me get a character.
I know.
Like literally, she walked away. She was supposed to, like, I caught it though. I don't think it. And I wasn't gonna do another take.
Yeah.
But she walked away. And I was like, oh, I forgot to do my part. And but we figured it out. She was like, oh, girl, I'm sorry. Like she came back with it. So like y'all probably won't even
That's
know
that
this,
improv.
but
Yeah.
That's that
it was improv because she made me laugh and I forgot what I was supposed to do. And yeah, but we recovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made it work.
Yeah, no,
We
facts.
rocked it out.
I got you. I got you. What was your favorite part of the movie? Both of y'all favorite part of the movie?
I would say my favorite part is when Larry changed his accent. When- I've been talking about Larry, right? When Larry changed his he was talking normal, just like an American accent. Then when he changed it to that African act, I lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I would say
he has a little bit that he does on his Instagram, and you know, like I guess like I said earlier, like I put my characters, the actors on a wall, and I just kind of like sit with them for months and weeks at a time, and I stalk them a little bit, and so I was on everybody's pages and all their business,
Right,
and
trying to see who you are.
yeah, and Larry had this character that he does the Nigerian accent with.
Yeah.
And so, again, stepping out of that need to stay within the script, I said to him, like, what would your Nigerian character do? I want you to bring a little bit of that to the film. And so I didn't know what he was going to do. And at the table read, this dude is just in the middle of his, and I gave him that little bit of improvisation moment, and I mean he killed it. Killed the whole room.
Yeah.
Everybody starts laughing. I'm like, yeah, like that's gonna be
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, but yeah, that was your favorite
That
part.
was my favorite.
I got you.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I have so many more favorite, but that
Yeah.
right there, that was like that
That
took the
one stood
cake.
out to
That
me.
was
Yeah.
it.
Like,
That was
yeah.
I think my favorite part, I can't give out too much of it because then I would be telling, but
Yeah.
I'm going to say my favorite part is with our lead, John, and Miss Key, who y'all got to meet, that little ball of light. She's just
Too cute.
so cute. It's their scene together. And it was really the environment.
Yeah.
It was the setup. It was, I mean, it just cinematically, it's just a beautiful scene.
I agree.
And that's probably my favorite one. And I had to,
agree.
and I had to fight for this scene because me and Tony are like brother and sister. So we fight.
Yeah.
A lot.
Okay.
And so he'll have one idea and I'll have another idea. But this particular shot was so important to be done at a specific time and in a specific location. And somehow it got done. And so
Yeah.
I also think that's my favorite scene because I knew how much work was required for me to get that scene shot and to be able to manifest that and for people to and share the moment. That was my favorite.
I got you.
Yeah.
So I asked him earlier. I was going to ask you who inspired you to become an actor.
Whoopi Goldberg, ironically.
I love that.
Yeah, no, we did.
Whoopi Goldberg and Gwyneth Paltrow.
I like Gwyneth.
Very
That's another good one.
right, very contrast, different, right? But the two of them were, I think, inspiring to me because again, what we said kind of off camera for what they don't say. And I remembered, Whoopi Goldberg. I don't have to speak for her; y'all know who that is, right? Gwyneth Paltrow. I remember she did this movie called Shakespeare in Love, and I said to my friends at the time, and mind you, I was only 16, 17 years old, and I said, damn, if they give this girl some lines, she gonna win an Oscar. And she did. And did. Because what she did with hardly no words was just amazing to me. And then she got this big dialogue movie and knocked it out of the park. So I would say that those two people inspire me in regards to my beginnings, like when I was a kid and wanting to get into the industry. But now we got Issa Rae.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what about now?
Shonda Rhimes, and I want a Shondaland world. I want a
like
Zen and Paper Girl world.
Okay.
And so those are probably the two people that inspire me the most right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but Regina King, like there's so
I love her
many,
too.
like there's so many people.
So,
Yes, that's another one.
Everybody
That's
you
another
named
one.
already, like,
yeah.
actually, I'm
Yeah.
reading Shonda's book
Yes.
right now.
Regina
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then who was your top 5? Because I asked them who was your top 4 Mount Rushmore for actors. So you got to pick 4.
Why you back to them hard
With men or women?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
don't matter, men or women.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Wow.
It's a lot of pressure.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even have the time to
Okay, what about your top 5?
a top 5 actors.
Yeah.
Actors, actress, whatever.
Viola Davis.
Okay.
Boom.
Whoopi Goldberg, who I just said. Eddie Murphy.
Great one.
We missed.
I was going to say that. I was going to come back and say that.
And believe it or not, Alfred Woodard. Alfred Woodard. It's hard for me to say her name because she's a sure thing. Like it doesn't matter what this woman does, is always a good. It's a sure thing. And was that 4? That was 4.
That's
I
4.
said 5. I said top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was
man.
top 4. 5.
Yeah.
If you wanted to add one more in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that for now.
Okay.
I don't know. Gwyneth Paltrow, she's still up there.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a good
I
5.
got you. I got
So
That's a good 5.
you. Yeah. Who was yours, Red?
Actors and actress, of
Yeah.
course, Denzel.
Oh, yeah.
Denzel.
I like Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
A real good one.
Who else? Robert Townsend. I like him a lot.
Wow.
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, yeah.
Real good one.
Of course, I like Eddie Murphy too.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of somebody kind of new. I like Michael B. Jordan. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Great
good.
actor.
Yeah, no, that's a good
And
one.
And he's from
That's a good
Jersey.
one.
And he's from
yeah.
Y'all
Jersey.
already know. He's from Jersey.
Of course.
So, yeah.
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 And can I add? I'm gonna do 5.
Yeah.
Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
That
that
is
is
my
true.
girl
Yes.
right there.
And I
Yeah.
think that's why it's hard for me
Jersey,
because
another one from Jersey.
Yeah, I'm about to
Come
say,
on.
I
East
like
Coast.
compartmentalize acting in a way. So like I'm thinking like there's musical, there's drama, there's comedy.
But I have a lot.
And then I
a
like
lot.
people that act, produce, and direct. So to me, it's just so many levels.
Can I do a
to
little
it.
honorary mention?
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore. That's my girl.
Yeah,
right
Drew.
there.
Yes.
Girl right there.
Yes.
Drew.
I'm like a movie geek,
Yeah.
movie buff,
Okay.
so I love movies.
Yeah.
Yes, me too.
Y'all missing a couple.
Okay, who's your top
said a
5?
couple?
Yeah, I missed her earlier. I said Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Okay.
I said Martin Lawrence.
Of course.
I said I didn't say
Marlon.
yeah. I said
Okay.
Martin.
Marlon Wayans.
Okay.
Yeah, I love him.
But I said yeah, Samuel Jackson.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
And,
Yeah.
if I had to name top 4, I would actually take Marlon out and put Eddie Murphy in there. Cause
Yeah.
I was thinking about that, but you said it, so I was
but
like,
you said it.
yeah.
Like I have
Yeah.
a few. Like
I
I have a
said
few because
Taraji
everybody
P.
just caters to me a
Henson.
little differently.
Taraji, yeah.
Taraji, yep.
What's my girl? Angela
Yeah,
Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
Of course.
Yep.
I feel like some
Matthew
people just.
McConaughey.
It's
Yeah.
like it goes without being said. Oh, we love Matthew. Oh, we love
Yeah.
his little
Yeah.
bomb. Come on, White Truck.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, dang, that's good. You know, Eddie Murphy was easy for me because I literally have watched most of his movies, but recently I have a secret to tell. I've never watched Harlem Nights all the way through.
What?
I know, I didn't lose my black card all the way.
Snatched it.
I didn't lose my black card all the way. It was like I know it was like one of those movies that was always on in the background. You know, like at every family reunion,
I
at
cannot
every
believe this.
barbecue, at every cookout, like somebody gonna play Harlem Nights. You know, and when it came out, I was young and it was a very and so anytime but my husband loves this movie, right?
Hilarious.
And so I'm like, it's just gonna be so crass, and I don't know. Y'all I recently watched that movie and I was like, oh my God,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
a funny
fucking
movie.
perfection.
It got
It's so good. It's a really
I
good
can't
movie.
believe you just recently
All the way
went
through from start to finish. Yeah, I'd always watched it in parts, you know.
I feel like my
never
brothers and
all
sisters
the
all the
way
way
through.
through. I
No.
got you. Dang.
And so now
Watch
I officially have seen every Eddie.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I mean, like
What's your favorite Eddie Murphy movie?
Ooh.
Boomerang.
Okay,
Boomerang? Oh, yeah,
just say
Boomerang. I agree.
then.
I mean,
agree.
It's
What about you?
It's
the clumps for
perfection.
me.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
clumps.
Yeah, my sister, Nutty Professor.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
my
yeah.
twin.
Yeah, I forgot that
R.I.P.
too.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, she knows all the words. So now I never liked the movie completely. 'Cause
Your twin sister?
My twin sister.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And that was her favorite. And so, of course, when she passed, I watched this movie and just laughed
Yeah.
because I just hear her. So I only watched the movie because she likes the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was that's a good movie too.
Coming
What's
to
the odds of me
America is mine.
saying
Coming
that?
to America.
Coming to America.
Yeah.
That's
Coming to
funny, too.
America.
Coming
Yeah.
to
That's
America.
funny.
I mean, but they're all good. Like all his
he
movies
don't
are
Yeah.
he
good.
don't.
Yeah.
really
And then what's
have
the cop movie?
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly-
Yeah,
1, 2,
Beverly Hills
and
Cop.
3 now.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all good.
Yeah, they all
Yeah.
good.
He almost is
I think it's
great.
one of the pretentious things, and hopefully actors don't get mad, but I'm not a big I don't watch a lot of TV.
Okay.
I don't really watch a lot of media. Okay, but I hate when I hear an actor say, "Oh, I don't watch movies. I don't watch TV," and I'm just like, "Shut the up!" Like,
Why?
why? Like, why would you tell? Like, in my opinion, as a fan, sometimes I look at that as an insult. I'm like, so it's hard for me to watch my movie, yes, but I'm gonna watch my movie because, like I don't know. As an athlete, I was an athlete. My daughter's an athlete, and you watch tape, right? And you watch yourself to get your mistakes out and
Exactly.
to be better.
It's
you
like
know,
film.
Say different, yeah.
yeah, it's like film. That's what I'm saying. Like you watch your film and you go over it and you look at your opponents and so if I'm not looking at other movies and other projects, I don't get good ideas. I don't think about what not to do and like, oh, or to how to enhance an idea. Like, I want to do that, but I want to do it better. You know what I mean? And so I think it's funny that, there are artists out there that don't have a favorite because they don't watch
TV.
I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. Like,
You really can learn a lot.
Yeah.
You really can learn a lot. Like
You
your
can.
still takes. What does a still take look like? Like if I'm studying something, I'm going straight to Angela Bassett or Viola Davis to just see how she was it Fences? When she had that still take and she was just like, it was so intense. Like, I've been standing here with you, like that how the camera just captured her, that still take. And I was like,
yeah, but I think that's too because that was one of those roles where she had the room to be able to give
deliver.
Yeah, whatever
Deliver,
she wanted to
express,
do in that
yeah.
moment, she could do. Because I think most of her movies, she always kind of feels caged a little bit. Like, with Shonda, she didn't.
absolutely.
But yeah. And I think Rashida Jones is actually one of my favorites too, comedic actresses. I like her a lot. I just think anybody that can forget the camera is there and that can just like, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Like let the wall down and just go balls out.
It's almost
Yeah.
like kind of doing their own thing in a
Absolutely.
way.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they're
absolutely.
on
Rap.
script. Yeah,
You
But-
performed, right?
Yeah.
Like when you go on stage, if you don't just forget about what you look like, what you sound like, and
Yeah.
just do the music, you probably don't perform as well.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do when you go on
So
stage?
when I go on stage, first off, I look at that light. Can't see nothing. You can't see nobody. Or I lock into somebody I know, and it's almost like I'm performing for them.
Yeah.
So it allows me to be myself, especially if it's somebody like I'm really close with, like a loved one, because they know me differently. So I get on there and I perform for them, so it'll come out completely different.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's my little niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say an example of that was our scene.
Yeah.
When we literally like fed off of each other's
Yes. Yep.
energy and we rocked it like
And
we
y'all
wasn't
comfortable.
and we're
So when
yeah.
it's comfortable, it's
and
different.
it looks so natural. It's
Yes.
just- So
Yeah.
I would say,
But you just made it easy too, because it was like I said, you made me laugh, and but it
Oh,
literally
thank you.
felt like I was like talking to my friend. You know,
Yeah.
like
I
you
am
gonna
your
come up
friend.
in here acting crazy every day.
I feel like you need that because you don't want it to be stiff.
Yeah.
The
No.
point of the movie is
That's
so
true.
it's natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need you to know she's telling her to say this.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
nah. I
That's
need
why,
you-
yeah, when
need
I
you
see
to
an
put
actor that can
that swag
act.
up on it. Yeah, I need you to
Yeah.
put your own little feng shui
Yeah.
on
Like,
it.
Like you can act, but
Yeah.
like, can you be natural?
natural
Right.
with it.
You know, like that's boring if you just have a very structured, very technical actor. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's what I was saying
Yeah.
earlier. Like that's a method actor, which, you know, no hating on method actors,
Yeah.
right.
but you can be a method actor, but like I think Leo DiCaprio does that really well. But he's a method actor, but he's still being himself,
Right.
That's true.
and so you get to enjoy that.
Yeah, they remind me of my favorite actor that do that, John Witherspoon.
Oh,
He made
yeah,
everything like
yes.
Pops. He made everything
Pops.
funny, right?
Love Pops. Like she said, I love people who
Yes.
come put their own spin on stuff because you be like, yeah, and that's how you get casted a lot. Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
we need that.
Yeah, we
like
need
that's
him.
what I
Yeah.
need.
We need him. Like everything he did like
Yes.
that's how the
Yeah.
Wayne brothers chose him to like, play their father because like his role, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He always bring that joy.
And it couldn't have been nobody else. I
Yeah,
don't
it
even
couldn't have been
see
nobody
it
else.
being
That's what
nobody
I'm
else.
saying.
Exactly.
Your
It couldn't have been nobody. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Funny,
Yeah, it could have been nobody
High five.
Right.
Okay, vocals. Okay. In the dough, American
And the
Idol.
dope with
Okay.
it, yeah, no, for sure. I was gonna ask y'all, y'all didn't reach out to Omar again? Try to be on y'all set?
Omar.
Yeah. Try to be on your set? Why not?
He works a lot with Houston.
I mean, we did reach out to some, you know, native Houstonians that was out there, and I got crickets.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, they was acting cute.
We don't have the production value, you know, like, but I think what I was impressed about was when I did get people that I knew was really SAG actors and they wanted to audition. But unfortunately we weren't paying for every role. We just couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
But we did pay for our speaking roles. And, but some of the actors that the caliber, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Maybe next 3 projects from now,
Yeah.
I can afford you.
I got you.
You know,
I
but
got
I'm accepting funding.
Yeah.
So if you out there,
Yeah. You gotta go.
we are.
Hit her
But,
up.
Yeah.
but no, I did not reach out to him.
He was doing a movie in Austin when we had him on, when we interviewed him.
Oh, wow.
This was back in January.
Well, I will
Talk to
take
Rick.
a note.
Rick the plug.
Yeah.
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 Legendary.
Yeah, we gonna get that budget right.
That's
Wow,
right.
thanks.
That's
Listen,
right.
so for the ones that did not answer, one thing about them tables, they always
Oh,
turn.
turn.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes, they
Exactly.
do.
They always turn.
Quickly.
Exactly.
Yeah, we filmed we as a production company, meaning we didn't write it, but I was the assistant director on this movie. It's on Tubi and it's called I can't even think of it right now. No,
Gypsy?
no,
Oh, not that one.
It wasn't
Okay.
our movie.
Oh, it wasn't ours.
It was a
Okay.
different production, but there was an actress. It's probably good that I don't say the name of the movie, but there was an actress that she felt the caliber of production level was like beneath her. Now it wasn't our film, so I couldn't really speak for their production. I was just there, and we came in kind of on the end part of it. But I did find that interesting because I thought to myself, like, wow, okay, so you feel like you're better than this. You know what I mean?
But you doing it.
And I would
I'm
never,
confused. You'd be
I would
surprised.
never bring that type of energy ever on a set. And I don't
Ever.
care who you are.
Yeah.
Like, and I just remember thinking, note to self,
Yeah.
like I won't. That's great because that's not the type of person that I want to work with.
No.
Yeah, I'm glad
You
you
know?
didn't name
Yeah.
the movie.
No,
You know
no,
what? I'm
yeah,
glad you
yeah.
did.
Yeah. And so I think you have those differences, right? Like some people are already Hollywood and they haven't even made it.
Yeah.
Right. But
Like,
then you
girl,
have some
right.
real people that have been doing it for a really long time and they're humble.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of people I want to work with. Yeah.
And the ones that made it, they will come like they'll do it, and you know what I'm saying, and won't feel like that. People who trying to get to their level act a certain way, and they're not really their way.
Yeah,
Correct.
And it's
don't
always
make it to the
them.
top, you know.
Because you get a top notch guy come on there and y'all don't have the budget. He's just doing it on the way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got y'all. Don't even worry
That's
about it.
what
And
I'm
it's
saying.
like, well, he act like, so why you?
Yeah.
Girl, please. Yeah.
And I got it, you know, like I said, I couldn't speak for the production. I run a tight ship. So the way we did ours and the way that was happening was one thing, but you're here now.
I was just about to say that. You're already here.
Yeah.
So it's no need.
Just do the
for-
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do it.
Exactly.
Do your best.
Work.
and
Exactly.
just go.
Absolutely.
Keep pushing.
So she was basically there for a check.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
And that's it. And if you're, I'm not, okay, Taraji did something to the industry and I'm appreciative, right?
I know
Because
you're
that's a
talking
queen.
Yeah.
When you get to her level,
She can do that though.
I was just about to say
Yeah.
that.
she knocked the door down for us to be able
Indeed.
to have this conversation and to say,
Indeed.
I want to compete at the same salary levels as white women and men, right? But when you have no experience or little experience and you have an attitude of, oh, you got to pay me, right?
Yeah.
I get it. But at the same time, as a creative, I don't have a choice but to do this work. It comes out of my pores. It has to go somewhere. So I'm not going to be used or abused, but whatever I do and whatever I pour into, to me, art is meditation. So I don't have to be sitting still and be present. Anytime I'm writing, anytime I'm on stage, anytime I'm acting, I'm present. And anything that can bring you that type of platform, you should do it.
Absolutely.
Anything that brings you into a presentness in your body. And that's why I'm Zen and Paper Girl, because I really believe my writing is my Zen. That's my peace. Yeah.
I got you.
And then when you really love something, I'm gonna just add to that. When you really love what you do, it's not even about the money.
Yeah.
Like I acted for 5 years before I even stepped foot on a professional set and started getting paid for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was the love of the craft
Yeah.
that, you know.
I got you.
So
Man, I want to thank y'all for coming on. I definitely want to thank
Yes,
my
thank you
cousin.
so much.
I'm gonna say her real the name that we call her back home, Tank.
Yeah.
I want to
You
thank.
couldn't wait to say it.
right.
I definitely want to thank you for, you know what I'm saying, for putting us in connection and making this happen. You know what I'm
Thank you
saying?
for having us
No,
too.
no,
No,
folks.
seriously, it was
No
so nice to
problem.
meet you
Yeah,
all,
for real.
literally.
For real.
Yeah.
Like,
So the movie, it comes out July 30th.
July
Right?
30th, Hollow Room on Tubi, exclusively on Tubi. Please be looking out for Zen and Paper Girl Productions. Please be looking out for People of Color Films. You know, one day, hopefully, I'll be dropping my own, you know, project, and you know, and so we have Gypsy in the Quarter, which is currently out.
Is that
and
on Tubi?
playing. It's on Tubi
Okay.
currently right now. And you know,
Shout out to that cast.
yeah,
Yeah.
that I was gonna say, yeah. Reach out to our cast, you know, follow these people. Larry
Yeah.
is not here today, but he's y'all would have loved him. He's hilarious. So yeah, follow us, like us, all that
Yeah.
stuff. But
I
thank
got
you
you.
in the dough.
Yeah,
In the
facts.
dough.
Yeah,
Your studio,
definitely.
y'all, this studio
Yeah.
is amazing.
A1.
Like it made me feel like, you know,
Yeah, it's like,
like
heaven
I was
here,
like
huh?
I was
done made it.
you know, Mama, I made it. Right. So thank you guys for having us.
Nah, no problem.
yes, it
no
was
problem.
lovely
I
having you
appreciate it.
guys. It was lovely talking to you
100%.
guys. Just, you know, getting to know y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I tune in with, you know, I watch y'all from
Yeah.
afar. I be like,
Yeah.
look at Cuz and
Yeah.
the team, you know. So, you know,
Thank
you
you.
guys keep up the great work too.
Nah,
Y'all
appreciate
are
it.
doing
We
a
appreciate it.
fabulous job.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. Crockett, Texas represent.
Crockett, Texas. Crockett born, H-Town raised.
Yeah, gotta clock it.
Rick said,
But yeah,
Clocking.
yeah, this episode
Okay, bye.
39. Make sure y'all tune in, man. We in the dough.
In the dough.
In the dough.